Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today for another pick a card video. For those of you who are new, welcome in. My name is Melissa, and today's reading is going to be getting all into your March 2021 career outlook, your career prediction. So I'm going to just be taking a look to see, just kind of based off the current energy, as you're viewing this video, what is going to be happening for you with regard to your career, maybe even your finances, as you all are navigating throughout the month of March. So we're going to get some details. We're also going to look into some major themes coming through. And you guys also may have noticed, or maybe you will notice as you're viewing this video today, I'm really trying to make these readings just a little bit more succinct in nature. I know that I tend to be pretty lengthy as I'm doing these pick a card readings. So please let me know in the comment box down below if you like that these are a little bit more succinct or if you prefer a little bit lengthier, because I'm definitely open to feedback. All right, so just a couple disclaimers, you guys. Keep in mind these are general in nature, so every message that's in this reading may not resonate with you 100% specifically. You can check the description box below for details on how to book a personal reading if you're wanting something a little bit more in depth. Also, keep in mind that you are not bound to this particular outlook that's here today. Energy is very changeable. And so if you're seeing something that you're not loving coming through for you in March, you guys have the free will to be able to switch up your actions and be able to create a totally different outcome for yourself, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our card selection. So we're gonna start by taking a deep breath. Think about your career in the month of March. Go ahead and select the card or crystal that you're feeling the most intuitively guided to. And whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and use the timestamps down below to fast forward to your reading. Hey there, pile number one. So if you guys chose the clear quartz, let's go ahead and see what's headed your way for career this month. So starting off with your tarot cards. So we've got the Five of Cups reversed. Ooh, we have the High Priestess. And we have the Four of Cups. Okay. So for you guys, pile number one, it's interesting you chose the clear quartz because the first thing I was kind of thinking is that maybe you all are searching for a sense of clarity around your career in the month of March. Clear quartz is really great for bringing just any sort of, clear-mindedness or clearing energy, anything like that to the forefront. And I do feel like this is something you all are searching for. The most major energy that's really sticking out to me for March for you all is represented here by the High Priestess here that we have in the heart of your spread. High Priestess tells me that in the month of March, you guys are really in a space where you are kind of leaning back and just kind of like taking in information is how it feels. Some of you guys may also be like, intuitives or healers or psychics, empaths, things like that. That could just be reflecting, your current work that you're doing, or maybe fine tuning some of those skills this month. But for the others of you that don't necessarily identify with that specific career path, I definitely am getting the impression that this month for you is about really like taking in information, learning maybe something new, not doing a lot of like offensively or taking action necessarily. It's more about like absorbing what's going on around you. I think that you guys are coming out of a time of maybe recovering from some sort of a disappointment around your career as well this month, because with this Five of Cups here, it is reversed, which is a good sign. And this kind of tells me that you're trying to sort of look at things on the bright side again, if that makes sense. Five of Cups can talk about having gone through some disappointments, a loss, something like that around career, not getting our way. It's kind of a challenging time frame, but I do feel that you all are really intentionally focused this month on trying to maybe look at things from a more positive perspective. I'm also getting very like law of attraction vibes coming through as well with these two cards being next to each other. Like I'm thinking about you all intentionally like saying positive affirmations every day, really calling in that really positive energy to yourself, trying to raise your vibration around your career. But there is still something here, I think, for you all with this Four of Cups. There is some sort of dissatisfaction as well that we're working through. And it's interesting because you guys do have two cups cards here, which do talk about emotions. So I think kind of overall, there may be some sort of emotional dissatisfaction that you're experiencing with your career, where maybe just things aren't resonating with you right now, or certain options aren't really appealing to you, or maybe you're not feeling super happy or 100% as happy as you could be about any projects or things you're working on. It's kind of just like a blah feeling that's kind of coming through. And that's sort of why I'm seeing you guys in this high priestess mode of trying to just kind of like maybe take a step back this month and regroup, if that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, so let's see what else comes through with your oracle cards. So we have the dolphin spirit. And then we have the ant spirit. Okay. Really good, solid advice cards, I would say. You know, so the dolphin spirit, this talks about this and that are true. And when I think of a dolphin, it lives in the water, right? But it also leaps out of the water. So it's coming up to the surface, but it's also going deep. So I think that maybe you guys are kind of like, and it's interesting too, because I'm noticing like this high priestess, this little cat is kind of in between worlds here with the black and white energy there. So there could be something going on with your career this month where it's like two things can be true at the same time, right? Like I can feel a little bit blah and dissatisfied while still trying to focus on the positives, if that makes sense. And that's really kind of the energy that I'm getting to with that dolphin spirit, that you guys might just be kind of moving in between different energies. I'm also really getting that communicating is going to be really important and collaborating is going to be really important. We think about a dolphin and the way that it communicates with the people around it, and it's always, not the people, but the dolphins around it. And they're also always surrounded by their group, like their peer group, you know, their family and things like that. So I definitely feel that this month is going to be really important for you guys, especially if you're moving through this kind of blah feeling. You want to make sure that you're surrounding yourself around people that can support and offer that guidance as well, and also being able to communicate and ask for whatever it is that you need. So if you're feeling, you know, dissatisfied with something at work, you're trying to kind of pull yourself out of a rut, or maybe even just focusing in on learning something, right? Like you guys are really being guided this month to focus on communication, asking the powers that be, asking the people that are around you in your workspace for what you need, the support you're looking for. Same thing kind of being echoed here with this ant spirit. So you all may be, you know, needing to work together with other people to sort of like solve this mystery, quote unquote, because high priestess is very mysterious. So again, like it seems like the issue that could be in your way this month, you guys, or just the theme of the month is really around like just kind of maybe trying to lean back and figure out our next move because we're just not feeling satisfied with the things that we've created thus far. So I do think that you all will find yourself this month connecting with peers, connecting with groups, you know, people that are very creative, that are able to maybe help you build something that you're feeling interested in, okay? And then the final message we have is the message of friendship, which is kind of echoing what I just said. So again, this is about, you know, making sure that you're tapping into the people that are around you, but this talks about true friendship. So in a workspace setting, right, this can be talking about those colleagues or coworkers that you just really have that trust with, people that you know understand you, people that you know want to make you better, people that are part of your tribe, your pod, if you're a dolphin, right? Ants have a lot of ants around them too, usually, right? So yeah, you guys are just maybe sifting through that as well, like trying to make sure that you are connecting with people that are very genuine and who are really here to support you in your career endeavors, okay? This could also have to do with friendships at the workplace too, because we did have a lot of emotions here as well, which could have to do with other people. But you guys, again, are just really being guided to connect in with the people that are true to you, people that can help you kind of grow out of whatever it is you're going through. So definitely let me know, pile one, how this message feels for you. Drop me a comment down below. Thank you guys for taking the time to view this reading. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey there, group number 2. So if you guys chose the little purple cube, let's go ahead and see what's headed your way for career this month. All right, so starting off, we have the 10 of Cups reversed. We have the 2 of Cups reversed. And the 6 of Cups. Wow. Lots of cup energy for career this month, you guys. So, you guys, I definitely feel that this month could come with a little bit of ups and downs as it pertains to your career. And it's definitely going to feel very emotional because you guys have all cups. And interestingly enough, like these cup cards that we have all have to do with like other people, you know, so this could have to do with your colleagues and coworkers that are a really big theme this month. This could, I feel like for a lot of you guys, your career, the people that you are with in your work environment are almost like your family with this 10 of Cups, because the 10 of Cups is like a family unit, you know what I mean? So, and 6 of Cups as well. So it's like you're in an environment this month where it almost feels like there is like a dissolution of the family or a breakdown of this work family, if that makes sense. The things that are comfortable for us are maybe no longer going to be there anymore. It seems like things might be changing up a little bit for you with your career this month, okay? So with the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Cups being here together reversed, this for me kind of talks about being maybe out of alignment with something at work or with the people at work. 2 of Cups specifically is almost like a separation. You know, we're not coming together in harmony anymore. We're not seeing eye to eye right now. So if it's not something totally dissolving with work, it's like you're just not seeing eye to eye. And I do think with the 10 of Cups reverse, it may be causing a lot of, you know, feelings of disappointment here. Almost like feeling like your whole family unit has been like ripped, like the rug's been ripped from under you in a way. And I'm getting a vibe that maybe a lot of this has to do with, you know, wanting things to feel very like comfortable. 6 of Cups is that comfort level. This is like, this could be a career you guys have been doing for a really long time for some of you. This also has to do with like patterns and cycles that are very familiar and comfortable to us. And so if somebody's in here wanting to like shake things up and make changes, that's definitely going to cause friction because 6 of Cups is definitely not about changing things. This is about things being the same, okay? So I think you guys are kind of searching for this comfort as you're moving through, you know, the month of March. But I do feel intuitively that you all are really being guided to try to look at this from a higher perspective because you guys did choose a purple crystal. I can't remember how to pronounce this crystal, but when I think of purple, I think of your crown chakra, which is about looking at things through like a wider lens, a spiritual lens, kind of looking down on the situation and asking like, is the conflict really worth it when I look at the big picture? Is this just going to cause me more chaos and frustration in the moment if I pick this battle or not, right? Very interesting. Maybe some of you guys actually work with family members as well. There's just so many cards here about like relationships and family. With Cups, like it almost feels like this is a family situation or maybe a very creative endeavor that some of you all are in. Let's see what else we get here. Okay, so we have the Armadillo Spirit, set healthy boundaries. Maybe you need to toughen things up a little bit. We have the Snake Spirit, a time to heal. Very, very interesting animals coming through for you, pile 2. So yeah, boundaries are going to be really important. Okay, like maybe this month is about you guys, you know, setting those boundaries with colleagues and coworkers or even family members. If that, it just feels very family to me with you guys. So whether it's like a spouse or, you know, a child or someone in your family could be encroaching on your work environment a little bit. If that doesn't resonate, this is about your work group, your work environment. You guys are really being guided this month to make sure that you are setting standards and boundaries, toughening yourself up a little bit as well, protecting yourself from maybe toxic energies or negative energies that are trying to, you know, to throw you off your game with work. This is going to be very important, especially if you're not seeing eye to eye with someone or if there's some sort of like a toxic relationship going on in the workplace. It's going to be important that you guys are able to navigate that in a healthy manner here. We also have the Snake Spirit. This talks about healing, okay? So I think that this is probably going to be a month that feels a little tough for you guys. You know, I'm not going to lie. These two cards reversed are not the most pleasant of energies because it's very much something is out of alignment or something is dissolving. You know, if this was a relationship, I would almost read 10 of Cups as like a divorce. So kind of relate that to work. 2 of Cups I might read as a breakup. Not all the time, but relate that to your work situation and see how it applies there. But there is going to be a period where you may need to recover from this a little bit. But it's all meant to, you know, like teach you a lesson. You know, like maybe there's a snake in your workplace that you're trying to protect yourself from, right? But snakes, you know, they also, it's interesting because it's like, I think of that, oh my gosh, I was just thinking of this song lyric by Beyonce where she says, my torturer became my remedy. And that's kind of like what snakes are, the poisonous ones, right? Because the poison that they inject into you that's hurtful to you, they actually use that in the antidote to cure you from the poison, right? So maybe this is something about like needing to heal. I love how Beyonce just came through out of the blue. But maybe this is something here for you guys here. It's like the person or the people that you're not seeing eye to eye with, it might be necessary for you all to, you know, heal with those people, if that makes sense. Like these people are going to need to also do their part in order for this to resolve itself. Snakes also, you know, like if you think of them as growth too, like they shed their skin. So this tells me that like, you know, for snakes, this is about growth or like outgrowing something as well. So again, going back to like that crown chakra that we talked about, maybe this is a lesson for you all to be able to see this situation from a higher perspective. It's meant to push you to grow, okay? And then the final card for you, pile 2, Strength. This says, strength, stability in this hour, endurance, stamina, I empower. So you guys are going to be fine. I don't see this as being like horrible necessarily, like the end of the world when it comes to your career, but I do think it's a rough patch that you're going to be needing to heal from this month, that you're going to be working through. And the strength message is just about, you know, standing in your power. You know, I think of the armadillo and then I'm seeing the shield here. So I think it's just going to be really important for you guys to just continue to set those boundaries. If there's a snake in your workplace, someone that's being kind of sneaky and strategic or whatever, like you're going to need to really stand your ground here and just know and believe that you are capable of pushing through whatever this is. It's going to be through setting those boundaries for sure, protecting your energy. Ooh, all right, pile 2, very interesting career month ahead for you. So please drop me a comment down below. Let me know how this resonates with you. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to view this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey there, group number 3. So if you guys chose this little bluey, turquoisey colored crystal, let's go ahead and see what's coming in for your career this month. Ooh, okay, so we start off here with the 7 of Cups. We have the Page of Wands reversed. And then we have the Ace of Cups reversed. Okay. So, pile number 3. I feel like what's going on with you guys this month is that you're dreaming. You guys are big dreamers. You know what I mean? Like 7 of Cups, this is someone that has a lot of ideas. They have a lot of areas that they're trying to focus on at one time. And because of this, because this is somebody like you guys who dreams really big and who's really like got a lot of varied interest as it pertains to their career, it's almost like this energy can be a little bit scattered because it's like, sometimes I'm investing in this one cup and then sometimes I'm investing in this other cup. And so your effort and energy gets very spaced apart because you have so many ideas and projects and things that you are excited about, okay? So for some of you all, because we do have the Page of Wands and the Ace of Cups here, for some, I feel like this could have to do with some sort of like creative project that you want to try to get off the ground. But with these 2 cards being reversed, it's almost like you're not really sure even where you're going to start because it's like there's just so many things that are distracting you right now. There's so many things that different directions that you want to go. So that's for someone that I feel is like creative. But even if you maybe even if this has to do with like you guys in an actual work environment, like a work setting or with coworkers and colleagues, I see this as you guys like just not really being able to put anything into action because you're just so distracted by a lot of different things that you have going on. There's just a lot of confusion this month, I think. A lot of different priorities, maybe competing priorities. And I think you guys are just struggling this month to have the stamina to like put forth the energy into it because it just feels like a lot, okay? Ace of Cups reverse is telling me there's just a little bit of an emotional kind of burnout this month, or maybe a little bit of emotional dissatisfaction this month. And again, it really just all ties back to the Seven of Cups. You guys just have too many things that you're interested in or too many things on your plate. And so when you have that, sometimes it can just be really hard to figure out like, where do you start? How do I prioritize all of these things that I want to do or all of these tasks that I have? All right, so we have the Stag Spirit, take the lead. Okay, great advice. And then we have the Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. Also great advice. So yeah, you guys this month are gonna need to really focus in on kind of like coming up with a plan, really figuring out how you're gonna prioritize things. Like I said, the Seven of Cups isn't bad because it's like, it does show that you all are very creative. You have a lot of ideas. You have a lot of things you're interested in exploring, right? It's a very exploring sort of vibe, but you're not going to be able to muster up the stamina or the energy to be able to like spread yourself this thin by investing into all 7 cups, right? So you guys are just really being guided to kind of maybe start structuring out your work days a little bit better. Take ownership of this process as well. So like, you know, if you're in a work environment and you just have a lot of crap on your plate, it's time for you guys to take initiative to maybe start setting some, you know, to-do lists and things like that. Things are going to make you feel better about like your priorities and how they need to get completed. Same thing here if you guys are trying to explore different creative endeavors, right? Like you guys want to make sure that you are thinking strategically and thinking about what are the cups that make me feel the most creatively stimulated and the most emotionally fulfilled. What are the things that make me the most excited? That's how I would start here because you have the Page of Wands reversed. What's going to make you the most excited to explore? Because right now what I'm seeing is because there's so many things, you're not having the energy to explore any of them, right? So it's just going to be important for you guys this month with your career to make sure that you're picking the things that feel, you know, like I said, the most exciting, and kind of starting to take the lead and exploring one of those things and then start building on it, right? And I think also there's a message here of new beginnings and starting small too. You know, 7 of Cups, this is that very big, like I said, dreamer energy. So I think that here, if you all kind of be patient with yourself as well and remember that you're just starting off maybe on a new journey. Maybe this is something new you guys are trying to get into that you haven't tried before. It's going to take a little bit of time and it's going to take planning, I think, for you guys to be able to achieve whatever this big dream is that you're wanting to achieve. So kind of keep that in mind as well as you're selecting what direction you're planning to go. Final message for you, pile 3, we have sensuality, your freedom flowing from far away. I dance, I love, I laugh, I play. I love this because it really ties in with this Page of Wands and this Ace of Cups. So again, this just is reaffirming this message of creativity. So making sure that you guys are really tapping into the cups, quote unquote, that are making you feel the most creatively stimulated, the most, where maybe you feel the most free, where you're having the most fun. You know, there's a lot of things about love, laughter, play in this card. So I think that's going to be the way that you all are going to be able to be more strategic about choosing what direction you're wanting to go. I even think too, for some of you guys, you could be looking for a new job this month as well. That's just another message that's hitting me here. And I could definitely see where that could be a 7 of Cups vibe too, where it's like, oh my God, there's just so many options and I don't even know where to begin. Maybe you're not really sure exactly what it is that you guys are wanting to do just yet. But again, I think if you choose the options that make you feel the most excited, those are going to be the options that you want to invest in, like applying for and fine-tuning your resume and putting those feelers out there and doing those networking conversations, right? So keep that in mind as you guys are progressing through your month. But overall looks really positive. It just seems like you guys have a lot of options and a lot of ideas, and that's actually not a bad thing. It's just about how you're able to channel them so you can get the most out of it. All right, pile 3. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to view this video. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Drop me a comment below as well and let me know how this message resonated with you. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.